can having a Facebook group cause a conflict of interest? What if the person asking the question is represented by my partner on the other side? I guess you mean the attorney on the other side. Do I have to run all group members through a conflict check? Okay, so this one's kind of interesting because I think I know who asked this, and I think this has to do with family law. I don't know the answer to this question, but my thought would be that if someone asks a question in the group, right? So if we have if you have a Facebook group, call it like, Father's Rights Facebook group, right? And people are in there and people are asking questions and people interacting. I would think, and again, I don't know, so I'm not, this isn't really a great question for me to ask because it's going to be different in every state, I think. And I think you can make arguments in each way, but I think it all comes down to how you answer the question. If you give personalized legal information to that specific client, which you probably shouldn't be doing anyway, then that probably would be an issue. But if somebody says, my wife took my kids, and I want to get them back, what do I do? And you said, well, there's obviously a lot of different things that could happen. We had one client, and you tell a story. Say we had one client whose wife, moved from Florida to New York and took the daughter, and what we had to do for that client is we had to file a petition and they had to come back down, and this happened. We had another client who took the kid and moved to another country. So to do that, we had to do this, and this. And what you're doing is you're kind of telling stories about what you've done for other clients, but you're not giving this person specific legal advice. And then you always and you always end it with, or start with, obviously every case is different, but these are some of the options that are available. The other thing you could do is you could say, if you want to ask specifically, send me a direct message, because obviously we don't want to talk about your case in public. And then from there you can do a conflict check and all that type of stuff. Now, the question was, do I need to, somebody even asked me, do I need to do a conflict check before letting them in the group? And I don't know the answer to that, but I would think that it's no different than like if you record a video and put it on your YouTube channel, you can't control who watches your YouTube channel. If you write a blog post, you can't control who's reading your blog posts. So I would think that that's probably about right. But again, I would definitely talk to, if it's something you're concerned about, I would definitely talk to an ethics attorney about it. But I mean, it's like, I talked to Angela Langlots about this. She does a ton of stuff, social media, and she had some really interesting, and there's actually my interview with her is on YouTube, on my YouTube channel. But she's like, she this is a topic we talked about a lot, is lawyers. The reason they don't do social media marketing is because they're afraid of the bar. They're afraid of what's going to happen. And I mean, there's nothing that's going to stop you from getting on camera and talking about the law and kind of like telling stories and stuff like that. Now, obviously with your stories, don't give personal information. I mean, the whole thing kind of comes down to, usually if you use common sense, you're probably going to be okay. It's pretty much really kind of a rule in life. Just use common sense and it'll probably be all right. I'm not giving you advice specifically for this one though, but that's, if I was a lawyer, that's how I would approach it first. I would start like that.